Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 7th going to the 13th of August. So let's get going and see what's going on for you guys this week. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do. All right, so we're doing weeklies over here. And if you like the background, let me know, guys, because I'm very excited about it. It's just my living room, but I've just had the idea to do it here, so I don't know, it's cute. And I got my little lion in the background that my very intelligent niece made, so I'm just loving it at the moment. I'm going to pull you a keyword as well. Interesting. Alrighty, we're going to go with the Rider White deck as well today. Alright. You guys are definitely going to be tapping into your intuition a lot more, especially when it comes down to, I don't know, I feel like you're making moves in secret, or at least that's what you're being advised to do. What's coming up in your current energy is the Emperor and the High Priestess, as you can see here. So you're really in this divine masculine energy, and I would say the High Priestess is also the feminine energy, but she's not so easy to kind of give that away. She's actually known to be silent. She's known to have all the secrets that she's got in her hand here of the universe, but she doesn't speak on it. Unless she really wants to, really needs to. She holds herself back and observes more than anything else, And the Emperor is kind of similar to this energy of not needing to prove yourself to anyone, Virgo, this week. I feel like you're really just going to be sitting there and letting your work do the talking. That's the kind of element I'm picking up on here. I like how you're holding yourself. I kind of get that there is a lot more discipline coming up for you guys this week too, by the way. Again, maybe this is just because you're tapping into your intuition a little bit more, that you're just not spending a lot of time on the external, like on other people's opinions. The way that you're holding yourself is very emperor-like, which is good, like royalty almost. Like the way that you're dealing with things is coming from a place of wisdom, coming from a place of intuition. The moves that you're making are also coming from this place too, because again, the Emperor is building an empire. So Virgo, this week are really going to be focused on your work, focusing on your life, focusing on the things that you can control. And as you can see, he's wearing armor here, so really at any point he's ready for war. So you guys are ready to take action on whatever it is that you need to. I'm just going to clarify the High Priestess a little bit. Some of you guys could be keeping secrets, or you could be not in a bad way keeping secrets, but again, maybe it's just where you feel like you're wanting to go in life. You might be keeping that under wraps. You might be keeping that to yourself. Clarify the High Priestess here. You could just be getting a lot more like spiritual downloads here. You have the Six of Swords, which is usually moving away from something, and on the bottom of the deck here we have Six of Cups. So for some of you, I don't know if you're not speaking to somebody in particular anymore, like you're choosing to disconnect from people of your past, people who have anything to do with your past, because your energy is coming through the Six of Swords, which is about moving forward away from chaos. So I think for some of you, you may have, I'm not specifically picking up on past energy coming back in, but it's more of a case of maybe you're finally giving yourself that closure of like, I'm never going back there, whatever the Six of Cups represents to you. Old friendships, old locations, and you're really moving forward. And again, I feel like you're doing it in silence. Some of you could be blocking, or the High Priestess could just be detaching from some people. Like you're in a very masculine energy, and I really kind of want to frown. Not just because that's his expression on his face here, but I kind of feel like you're just really, I'm hearing something was distasteful. The way that somebody acted, said something was distasteful. It's left a sour taste in your mouth, but I think you're dealing with it alone. Like you have no means to go back to this to express any anger. The Emperor, as Mars ruled, you do have this energy very similar to the Emperor and the Yang energy as you have coming through here, which is all about action taking energy, building momentum, and having the energy to move forward, which is very good. That's something that you're creating, which I like. But you have this anger, I feel like deep down, like I'm picking up a little bit on it. Like there's this frown coming through for you, and I don't know what that is. But anyway, in your oracle deck, you do have an incoming message, and I'm gonna clarify this individually for you, Virgo. This could be a specific phone call, text message, email coming through for you that's gonna have some significance this week. Could have been, did you see that? This tried to come out, and this is again a card of messengers, communication. All right, so let's see who is this from, please, Spirit? Where is this coming from? Page of Wands, so strength. It could be a Leo energy. All right, this is actually a very positive message. Whatever this is, Page of Wands is again a messenger. It is about good news or news in general. Because it's paired with the Strength card, I feel like whatever it is that you're going to be hearing, it could be just some solid advice. It could be something that you're hearing that gives you strength, gives you confidence, gives you courage to do something that maybe you've been thinking about doing, contemplating doing. Whatever this message is, it's going to give you some sort of strength to make a decision. It feels like that's where the ball is rolling, is from a message. Can I clarify this Page of Wands? We have the Eight of Cups and the Empress. This is where it's interesting because you're showing up more in a divine masculine. Again, it's not to do with your gender. It is just to do with your energy. So I feel like you've been in this Empress energy, which is very nurturing, very compassionate, very powerful. It is more about going with the flow, kind of attracting and not chasing, which is great. And I think that that served you well. But the Eight of Cups moving away from this, I feel like this is you coming off of that throne and doing something differently, because this seems to be what before you stepped into this Emperor mode. I think something's, can I swear? I don't know if I'll get demonetized for it, but something's peed you off, Virgo. Something's really irritated you. I feel like there is some anger here. Now, you still have this Empress energy. Everybody has it. But it feels like you're dominating a bit more in your life. Dominating a bit more in your field. Maybe even if it's career-wise, whatever it is. Like, you're no longer in this Empress mode of just sitting and attracting. I think you are starting to chase things now because of this message. For some of you, you could just be walking away from this Empress energy, Taurus, Libra. But it can also just be a mother figure, a female figure here. All right, but this message is going to give you some strength. And by the way, maybe that's something that you've been missing, is this masculine energy, which is again just about action taking. Again, if we're thinking about it, you've been in that Venusian energy that the Empress embodies. So you're more in the element of love, self-love, nourishing yourself. Maybe you've been healing from something, so you've been catering to your wounds a bit more. You've been living in not a slow pace, but it's more of a flow. All right, instead of like demanding and chasing things, which is very lovely energy to be in, especially when it's goal chasing, go getting, whatever it is, Virgo. But it just feels like you didn't care about that, because all you cared about was healing and self-love and working on that. I think that you felt like maybe you didn't have the strength to push through, or it wasn't the right time, which makes sense. It feels like whatever this message is coming through, whether it's an opportunity, whether it is something peeing you off, I do think it's something peeing you off, or again, the situation that you've been in may be peeing you off, because the Eight of Cups is usually when you're walking away from something that's not serving you. All right, and maybe you're feeling like this Venusian energy, you don't want to be in that anymore. You don't want to be in the love and light energy. Or you're going to keep to that, but now you're chasing, now you're go-getting, now it's a competition, but with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because the strength also embodies this divine masculine, divine feminine here, with the lion and the maiden here. And as they teach each other things, it's a balance. Kind of like this infinity going from, they flow together. But it feels like you've missed this masculine energy, whether it's a person or I feel like it's a part of you. This is coming in now. But they're saying to make moves in silence, okay? So whatever this message is, whatever it is giving you it's awakening this divine masculine energy within you to like, it feels like it's fueling anger. It feels like something's just putting like, what do you call that? Like, I don't know, something's putting fuel in the fire. Is that what the word is for it? It's like this big flame ball coming through. Anyway, yeah, making moves in silence, Virgo. You then have the soulmates card coming in, so I'm just going to clarify that. For those of you who are already in a relationship or you have somebody in your life, this looks very promising. I actually see this going to another level, all right? So whatever kind of new level of commitment that is coming through for you. This clarifying by the Two of Cups and the Judgment. You have soulmates here. Again, this person has a key to your heart. This person makes you feel like you can trust them, like you can be yourself around them. This is a very divinely protected union. And you also have on the bottom of the deck here loyal hearts too. So this feels very beautiful. And Two of Cups is again soulmates. Judgment is like a release. Something about this connection is like a release. For some of you, this is somebody that you already know. Because judgment can sometimes mean reconciliation. So just let that be however it is in your life. You have the Ace of Swords. I just feel like there's a very mutual energy coming through from somebody. Like this is a very, what do you call it? This is a very equal dynamic. And this feels very beautiful, whatever this is. It feels very good. There's a lot of angel wings around this, meaning that it feels very protected. This union is very beautiful for you, Virgo. So whether this is a new person or what, coming through, the Justice card just wanted to jump through. It could be a Libra that you're dealing with, or again, it could be some legal things going on for you. This kind of came through. The High Priestess and the Emperor just dropped in between them. So for some of you, you could be dealing with like new contracts. You could just be getting your life in balance, which is why the Emperor energy is coming through here. So yeah. Anything else with the Two of Cups? Some of you may have had some fears around this connection, by the way. All right, there may have been some, this feels like doubts. You do the Ace of Cups here as well, Virgo. So I feel like you could just be having some nightmares or just some like negative thoughts about the situation. It feels like whatever you're thinking about is going to be kind of cleared up with this person. And it feels like they've got very good intentions. All right, you've got the Queen of Cups, Two of Swords. Maybe you kind of like cut yourself or close yourself off from them emotionally. All right, you weren't quite sure about this. It feels like this person's coming through with a very solid offer. So, you know, maybe you didn't know how they felt. It feels like they're going to be speaking up, all right, this week. It feels like they're coming through with something very solid. For some of you, it could be like a proposal of some kind or a commitment, a long-term commitment, which is what the Knight of Pentacles is about. So go on a journey together, right? It feels good. So then we have this Yang energy for you, Virgo. So let's see what this is about. This is very similar to that. Ooh, it's coming from this ending. I'm saying, like, you're putting an end to a chapter here. Again, it could be an actual ending that happened. You do with the Four of Swords, or something that you needed a lot of healing from, okay? Something that felt like, you know, you felt defeated in a situation. Sometimes if it's not an actual situation that happened, I find that this can also be to do with like a situation we just felt defeated in, like a phase of our life where we felt that we had a lot of obstacles. Because the Swords energy, if you think about it, is Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, being stuck in your head, thinking too much about other people's opinions, kind of like a traumatized energy is what you're releasing if it's not an actual situation. But if it is a situation, it was traumatizing. So whatever it is, I think that this is what you're letting go of. This beautiful Yang energy is very, very amazing to come out of that, because it is kind of giving me Phoenix Rising energy for you, Virgo. Like you've kind of been defeated in something, and now this new burst of life will be coming through. Nine of Pentacles is very good for your financial situation. I feel like you'll be making a lot of money, and I think you'll actually get some good news whilst you're in this beautiful energy, taking things at your own pace. I do kind of feel like a message is coming through just because of this bird here in the Ace of Swords too. So maybe it has something to do with that Page of Wands. Again, it's something to do with this communication. It's suddenly going to get the ball rolling in your life. It's going to get this energy blossoming, and it's coming from you though. Like this is like a really good creating energy. You're seeing things clearly. You're seeing your path clearly. There is a new beginning. We have the Queen of Swords coming through, okay? Placing boundaries, being very clear and concise about what it is that you want. Again, as I was saying that you were becoming more clear, and you do that Ace of Swords coming through, you can see all this cloud represents things we can't see, uncertainty, blah, 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 right? But her head is getting clearer now. So you guys are coming out of this like phase of your life, the situation where you weren't very clear on what you wanted. The path ahead was very foggy and confusing. You couldn't see very far ahead because maybe you just had a lot going on, or whatever this Ten of Swords situation is. you know, feeling defeated by life, having a lot of obstacles against you, you know, and it kind of pushed you to the ground almost. You are having this resurrection and you're ending back up on the throne again, Virgo. So it is ultimately very good. You also have this key word coming through for you guys this week, which is self-esteem. So you're going to be fixing your self-esteem. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you felt very defeated again by life, and that took a toll on your confidence, on your self-esteem as a person. Maybe that's why you have been focusing on that self-love, which is good. I think it served you well. But now you're ready for the emperor energy of conquering and demolishing any obstacles that come your way. So it's about your self-esteem. I think that you're increasing now. So your affirmation with this is, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So a lot of you could be providing services to others, giving to others at this time, or just realizing that you have something to give in general. Okay, especially in this relationship, maybe you felt like you wasn't worthy of it, or you know, what can this person see in me? Like, this person sees a lot in you. This is a very mutual connection. All right, maybe there was some time apart, and as I'm seeing that, we have a little bit of conflict here. Whatever the conflict may be, it's, well, I was gonna say it's not that serious. I feel like it's just solidifying like a new tower. Sometimes things have to fall apart so we can build it stronger. Sometimes the foundation is not as good as it should be, so we learn the hard way how to do it again and do it properly. So it just feels like if there is a falling out between you and someone, it's some bickering or whatever, then I think that can be resolved. All right, anything else for Virgo just before we go? Queen of Swords coming through again. We have the King of Swords and Justice. Interesting. And that Tower card being here. Now, this could just be a conversation about boundaries. It feels like whatever this conversation is, you know, all parties are talking here and saying their truth. King of Swords, Justice, and Queen of Swords. Heavy Libra, air sign energy, Aquarius, and Gemini too. Feels like there is a very... I can't tell whether the Tower card, it could be... for some of you that you could be in some sort of legal dispute at this time. In which case, with the Justice card, it will be dealt with fairly. So I don't know if anyone has been through a divorce or still going through a divorce. Or for some of you, I don't know what's this conversation about. Can we just get it? One more card for this? Page of Pentacles. This could be to do with some work situation. I'm not entirely feeling that this is bad, apart from that Tower moment that we had. For some of you, you are separating and cutting ties with something, and there could be a conversation around it. Apologies if I'm moving the camera. It's really annoying. It shakes every time I move. But the Page of Pentacles coming through is like there is going to be an offer coming through. It may not be enough, so some of you may have to negotiate a little bit here with the Page of Pentacles, but it's something. Could be again a new phase of work, and this is a contract you're doing. Again, make sure that somebody is giving what you are worth, because it looks like a good opportunity from what I'm picking up intuitively, but it feels like somebody might need to give a bit more. All right, and that can be in relationship as well. Like there's just a very honest conversation coming through. For some of you, this will be legal. Others of you, it's just about making things fair. Just being honest, placing boundaries, speaking your mind, speaking what needs to be said, etc., etc. All right, let's get you some tea leaf tarot and get you some random messages. Overall, though, I do like your energy, Virgo. It does feel like this is what you're doing. This boot is similar to that masculine energy. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I think you're finally getting that boost, and that's going to help you out. We have Bow here. You're highly thought of. The initial B could be significant for you guys, coming up quite a bit. And Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. That could be with that legal situation or whatever that Justice card is. Don't be tempted to say things you don't mean. Don't be tempted to settle for less. Don't be afraid to ask for what you are deserving of, all right? And you know, there is a thing saying, you know, ask and you shall receive. Sometimes all you have to do is place a boundary like that. Like, this is what I'm worth. And box, BBB coming through. You will receive a gift. All right, anything else? And then we're done. Ooh, I feel like any of you like just deciding to get your butt up and get into gear feels very good. We have lion, which we have everywhere in this room right now, and coins. Money will be coming to you. It's time to act. All right. So again, a lot of you are getting like yourself into gear. I feel like it's aggressive. I don't know why. Something is aggressive. I wonder if I should pick up on whatever that is, if they'll tell me. Where is this aggression or anger coming from? Did my camera like just... Hello? Did that just do something? The anger is coming from this. Pain, heartache. Somebody hurt you. I think this is where it's coming from. Where is this anger coming from? This aggression. Again, that past energy is there. It's something that happened. And that Page of Wands is coming through. So yeah, some of you are going to get a message that's really going to piss you off. And I really just feel like your reaction to it, or at least your advice, don't react. All right, some of you may be contemplating what you're going to do. I think this situation left you in a very difficult situation, not only to do with your heart space, but also to do with your life. Like with the Two of Pentacles, this is a need to juggle some things, you know, having to look after your stable world. I think that can crash it down. Maybe something to do with your finances. Also, having to get yourself sorted and stable, and your emotions being everywhere. You know, it was a very difficult phase. I think some communication or some message or something. It could be online because Page of Wands is coming through. Something's going to come up and it's going to piss you off. And I think that your way of dealing with it is not to express your anger, but again, is to work in silence and just demolish and conquer your goals. And I think that this is gonna be your kind of your payback, your revenge, whatever it is. Again, more communication. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. I feel like this is the obstacle that you guys are gonna be learning how to get out of your head about. Because I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is almost this new approach to your world. I do believe some of you, if you have been feeling stuck, then you are going to be helping yourself out, or somebody might be coming through to help you out here with the Knight of Pentacles to offer you some kind of financial opportunity, offer you some stability, or kind of to lure you out of your head a little bit. I'm kind of seeing like something is becoming tempting, but it's not like a bad temptation. It's like sometimes we can get a bit stuck up in our head, you know, and that's all that we can see. Just like the Eight of Swords is coming through here with. But it's almost like something is waving your goal in front of your face. And it's like, are you sure you don't want this? Like, are you sure you're going to just stay there up in your head about this? Or are you actually going to go and get it? Like something is lingering about that. And again, opportunities coming away, communication coming through. Again, something is going to trigger you, but it's not a bad trigger. I feel like you know how to deal with it. Like your reaction is not to engage in it. You probably know exactly what this person is doing. This situation is doing. Wait, there's too many there, but whatever. And I do see that you're going to walk away from this. Into the sun. Oh my God. Virgo, look at this. The Star of the World, Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are really going to be very well known. Some of you are really going to walk into incredible abundance. This feels like being very like connected to the universe and able to manifest. The Star of the World, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, wish fulfillment, healing, new chapters, and a very stable one. This is what your way of dealing with it is, which is amazing. So anyway, Virgo, I think I've been yapping on long enough. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. And again, if you enjoyed, let me know down below how the reading resonated, what's going on in your world. And if you like my setup as well, that would be amazing if you could let me know. Apologies though for the noise. There is not much I can do about it. Unfortunately, I live quite high up, so there's a lot of wind and there is a train right outside too. So you have a lot of noises that I cannot control. But yeah. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. Make sure you subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time.